Hi, guys. Welcome to the Highly Strange Days Radio. I'm Amy. With only 107 days remaining in 2024, tonight presents the perfect opportunity to reflect on the predictions made for this year. Are we truly witnessing the end times, or is the world awakening in a beautiful way? Would 20 could 2024 be the year of the rise of the machines? Or are we on the brink of a new era set to begin in 2024? While the answers remain uncertain, the exploration of these possibilities is both fascinating and engaging. Join us tonight on Psychic Sunday as we delve into the world predictions for 2024 that are coming to fruition on Highly Strange Days exclusively on the Parawomenradio network. While we wait for everyone to roll in, special shout out to my Power Replay crew and my dragonflies. Guess what, you guys? Psychic Sunday is back. Parawomen Radio, I'm Amy.
Carefully strumming this old guitar, words rolling out into the fire. Never ask why my heart burned blue. Here in the haze where you inspire me. Here in the darkness I hear my cue. Time to find some solitude. Here where my soul bleeds openly, deep in the heart of sin and you. Here in the blue, I'm falling deep into you. Here in the blue, I'm dancing with you tonight, and it feels fine. Carefully strumming this old guitar again, words rolling out into our fire. If heaven had wings, I would steal them and fly away with you for a while. Here in the essence of gratitude, your dreamy little smile on my lips. I miss my cue, but baby, I had you. Miss my cue, but I had you for that day. Here in the blue,
Here in the essence of
Hi
gratitude.
guys, welcome to Parawomen Radio.
Here in the essence of gratitude, I would be very grateful if I could just run this show properly tonight. Okay, do you hear that? In the essence of gratitude. Okay, so tonight I'm not alone. I have Shannon with me on this Paranormal Psychic Sunday joyride. Hi, Shannon.
Hi, Amy. Hi, everyone. Oh, it's so good to be back here.
I know I missed everyone. I felt so bad missing it, but I just have to let those things go because I can't stop them, right?
No. And there's no sense in doing this if you're not feeling, even remotely close to 100%. It would just, if we're going to do it,
Yeah.
we want
So-
you to be at your top.
Yeah. The only thing that I felt really horrible about was I kind of lost like sense of time and space, and I don't know. And I can't like, it has to be dark and everything has to be quiet and cool, and I go into kind of like this cocoon, and I can only listen to stuff, like I listen to podcasts and stuff like that. But I forgot I had been invited onto another podcast, and I just totally blew them off. I didn't show up. I just forgot. I didn't know about it
Oh,
because
Amy,
of
it's
the
okay.
and then, but no, it's even worse because the week before that, we had scheduled it, and I had waited all day for the link, and like I didn't get the link, and it was at 7 and it was like 5 o'clock, and I was like, okay, well, I guess we're not gonna do it. But then they sent the link after that, and I stopped looking at 5. Like in my mind, it was like I guess that was my cutoff point, and I missed it that
Oh,
week too. So I was like, ah, I'm an ass. I'm an ass. I feel horrible. But
maybe that, happened for a reason. And when people do that to us, maybe it helps us understand a little better.
oh yeah, definitely. I'm like one of the most understanding people when it happens too, because I guess just because I do these crazy things. So
Yes. I do tell you that time that I fell asleep and my alarm didn't go off and I completely
yeah.
missed it. So you were like, okay, no problem.
I mean, it just happens, like what you said. If it just happens, stuff happens. So tonight we're gonna talk about 2024. I'm shocked there's only 107 days left in this year.
That's crazy. I had no idea until I heard you say it before you pulled me in.
Yeah. So I was trying to think like what would be a good show, and then some predictions started popping up, and I was like, "Oh, okay, let's talk about this." Because I have two soothsayers and you have one. I don't even
Hmm.
know if like, is Nostradamus considered a soothsayer? I don't even know.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first one I wanted to talk about is one that I hadn't heard about. Her name, let me get my screen together. Her name is Baba Vanga. Have you Vanga? I don't know if that's how you say it, but have you heard of her?
No. But after you sent me the message that you were going to talk about her,
Uh-huh.
when I was looking up the information on what I'm going to talk about tonight, I saw a lot of that one.
Did
So
you? Yeah.
yeah, I saw a lot of yours. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm in the same vein.
So she is a Bulgarian mystic and healer. Um she this is her name. I'm not even going to try to say it, but this is her full name right over here, and she's commonly known as Baba Vanga, and she's a Bulgarian attributed mystic and healer who claimed to have foresee the future. She was blinded since her early childhood. She spent most of her life in the um Rupite area of the mountains in Bulgaria. But she died on August 11th, 1996. But she's known as the Bulgarian Nostradamus, and some of her world predictions are coming true, actually, or they're saying they are. And so I thought we would look at some of them. Um, okay. So over on Facebook, and we like to show a lot of different, we hop over to different sites, and I'll stop things, start them, we'll talk over them. But I put everything down in the description, the links, so that this is, for purposes, for fair play use. And also, I think it's important to cite our sources. And if you want to go and watch them on your own without anyone talking over it or doing anything, I get that. Sometimes I want to do that. So we put all the links down there. And this is just all our opinion, our research for entertainment and educational purposes only.
Traveled through dimensions to make me aware of a powerful entity known as Baba Vanga, who was a Bulgarian mystic and healer who passed away in 1996, but she was actually called the Nostradamus of the Balkans because she made so many predictions. And according to a lot of the people that truly subscribe to her power, a lot of her predictions have come true. So I decided to make like a colonoscopy and dive into this hole here to really uncover the truth behind Baba Vanga's abilities. We went over a lot of Baba Vanga's predictions on stream, and I did a lot of research after stream on her myself personally. And she's got a lot of achievements to her name here. Her fucking gamer score for predictions is extremely high. She's got more badges than a Boy Scout because of all these predictions she's allegedly got right. By far her biggest, her crowning jewel, the one you see in every headline that mentions her name, even to this day, is her allegedly predicting 9/11. So this is what you'll see when you look into this. In 1989, Vanga allegedly exclaimed, "Horror, horror, the American brothers shall fall attacked by steel birds, wolves shall howl in the bushes, and innocent blood shall flow. Those steel birds," you get it. This is her predicting 9/11, apparently. However, if you go back to try and look at any source with Baba Vanga saying anything like that pre-2001, it doesn't exist. This doesn't come up until well after 2001. In fact, that seems to be the case for a lot of the predictions she gets credit for. And for some reason, she gets credit for anything at all that happens in the world. If you went and got groceries today, well, you bet your sweet...
I feel like the same is true with Nostradamus. He gets credit for a lot of shit too.
I agree. They said the things that they say could be very liberally translated to many things. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bippy, Baba Vanga predicted it 26 years ago. If I went and masturbated right now, there'd be...
I just took a drink. He said Bippity Baba. Went up my nose. Oh, jeez.
He's pretty I can't even talk.
I didn't expect Bippity Bamba. Okay.
No, and then whatever
about
came
how
after
Baba Vanga accurately predicted that Charles White would masturbate on April 18th, 2024 at 9 p.m. It's ridiculous. So from what I can tell, when anything happens, mainstream media or her followers will just say that Baba Vanga made that prediction over 26 years ago, and they won't even provide evidence half the time. And if they do, like in the case of 9/11 with the steel bird statement, no references to that exist prior to the event happening. So it seems to me, anytime something happens, they attribute it to Baba Vanga having predicted it after the fact. Okay.
So I think I wanted to show that to make it, I just kind of maybe believe in this same vein. But let's look at the 2024 predictions that Bippity Baba has going. All right. On Fox 11, Baba Vanga's 2024 predictions are apparently coming true. Los Angeles, 4 months into 2024, and the world has already been through the ringer. Blind Bulgarian mystic Baba Vanga, known for her apparent gift of predicting major world events such as 9/11, the Chernobyl tragedy, I didn't know, and Princess Diana's death, shared her prophecies of 2024 before her passing in 1996 at the age of 85, and some of them are coming true. Often compared.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
When she shared these prophecies, did she say this is for 2024, or are people saying, "Oh, these prophecies fit this year. They must have been for this year"?
Well, let's see. I don't know. I will have to read the
Oh,
prophecies to be able to answer that. I do not know, but to me,
oh,
like just
sorry.
thinking about it, I think what they're doing is just fitting it into the year. Like this is what happened, and they're like, okay, yeah, it's 2024. This is the year. Opposed to her saying in 2024, although I don't know, maybe she said between the years of 20, I don't know, 20 something and 20, what, like I don't know. So
After the year 2023, but before the year 2025.
but not after. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But she's often compared to French astrologer Nostradamus, who prophecies earned him fame during and after his lifetime. And some of his stuff is still coming through too during the Renaissance.
Yeah.
So I don't know, or she could be going for years and years from now too. Baba Vanga also was a gifted foreseer. Here are some of her predictions: climate impacts. She foretold that there would be a severe weather events and natural disaster this year. Global heat waves are happening 67% more
Wait,
often,
wait,
according
wait,
to.
wait, wait. she foretold what?
She foretold severe weather events. Foretold that there would be severe weather events and natural disasters this year.
Okay, so are there any years where there aren't those things?
No, not not
I
really.
mean, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
But here are some statistics. Global heat waves are happening 67% more often, according to a study. And the study found that the highest temperatures in the heat waves are warmer than 40 years ago. It has been hotter this summer than it has been in like everywhere, I've noticed. And the area under a heat dome is larger. From 1979 to 1983, global heat waves would last 8 days on average, but by 2016 to 2020, there was up to 12 days. The study said the World Meteorological Organization said there is a high probability that 2024 will be another record hot year. It was a
Oh,
hot year, but I mean, it could be a hot year. It could be a cold year next year, right? I
oh
don't know.
God, no.
But we do have global warming happening, and something needs to
Yes.
stop. I mean, that's like if we don't stop global warming, it's gonna happen every year from
Oh
now
yeah.
on, right?
Yes,
Um,
absolutely.
so there's cyber attacks. I have no idea how she knew about cyber because she died in the 90s, didn't she? And let's see. This may be among the most impressive of Baba Vanga's predictions since the internet was still in its very early stages. Yeah, when she passed away in 1996, the mystic predicted hackers would increase their attacks, especially against vital infrastructure, thus possibly creating security dangers worldwide. And then most recently, it says AT&T recently announced a data set found on the dark web contains information including some social security numbers and passcodes for about 7.6 million current and 65.4 million former account holders. Whether the data originate from this is from AT&T. Oh fuck. Shoot, I worked at AT&T. I hope my stuff's not out there. Well, I know it's
Uh,
out. Yeah,
yeah.
I already have somebody stole my identity and is using it for my medical, and nobody cares. Nobody cares.
What?
Yeah, Medicare doesn't care. The police don't care. The I contact like all the hospitals that it's happening. They don't care. They keep letting it happen. It's just insane. I could bang my head against the wall with all the crazy stuff that's happening in my life, and I just don't know. I just have to. I'm just trying to tune it out and just like just deal with what's happening in front of me right now. You know what I mean? It's just insane.
That is insane. I agree, girl. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
And because I had
God,
to go into that domestic shelter and my information was stolen from me. And I just like, it's hard for me not to link stuff back to the people I'm really angry that caused all of this. You know what I mean? But I
Mhm,
think this is scary with this AT&T thing, but if they have my stuff, they have my stuff. But I
mhm,
hope they don't have
mhm.
anybody else's stuff. That I don't know. It's just horrible. This taking your identity.
Yeah.
Economic crisis. The Mystic apparently predicted a deeper economic crisis in 2024 due to shifts in economic power worldwide, increasing geopolitical tensions, as well as skyrocketing debt levels. That's happened. The economic crisis. I was just like, I wasn't even, I just saw like over in Europe, it's getting 10 times as bad too. Um,
Yes. Yeah, I heard that
yeah.
too.
Yeah. For all of 2023, the US economy, the world's biggest, grew 2.5% up from 1.9% in 2022. In the current January March quarter, the economy is believed to be growing at a slower but still decent 2.1% annual rate, according to a forecasting model issued by the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta. In contrast, Japan saw its economy contract during the last quarter of 2023 due to weak domestic consumption. Yeah, I heard the UK and Japan are really suffering. In the UK, high interest rates and low productivity have been culprits in the country's subpar economy. China is also facing economic challenges. Increased terrorism and biological weapons testing. The Bulgarian um, warned of increased terrorist activities in Europe and suggested the possibility of a big country engaging in biological weapons testing or attacks. Currently, the Israeli, who is that, Hamas war, and the
Hamas.
Hamas and the Russia's invasion of the Ukraine continued to be at forefront. And then medical advances. She predicted a few medical breakthroughs. Oh yeah, I when I was doing this, I didn't know that Russia came up with something with cancer. I didn't know that.
Oh, I
Baba
didn't either.
Yeah. Baba Vanga predicted a few medical breakthroughs for incurable diseases, including Alzheimer's and cancer in 2024. In recent weeks, it's been confirmed that a lung cancer vaccine is in the works. Development of a DNA-based lung cancer vaccine in the United Kingdom. Oh, it said in Russia when I was received funding for something. Oh, what? Meanwhile, here it is. Meanwhile, in Russia, a cancer vaccine. Okay. And so in the United Kingdom, DNA-based lung cancer vaccine is received funding for 2 years of laboratory research and initial manufacture of 3,000 doses. Wow. And then meanwhile, in Russia, a cancer vaccine is allegedly being developed. President Vladimir Putin said in televised comments that we have come very close to the creation of so-called cancer vaccines and mutilatory drugs of a new generation. And then
Wow. I had no idea.
she's also talking about there's an ominous something about the Russian president Vladimir Putin is going to be assassinated. But isn't it interesting that Trump got somebody else shot at Trump?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's what she's seeing. A Putin puppet getting
Putin
assassinated.
puppet.
Yeah.
Putin puppet sounds horrible.
Well, I mean, isn't that what he is?
Or yeah, I don't know what he is. He's scary.
Yeah.
And he's Trump's bestie, so
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's our first one. There's more on her predictions. Like, here's a quick one that I find it. Here's a quick one that talks about, well, I think we've talked about the predictions, and let's move on to yours.
Oh, okay. Well, Amy, real quick, after I sent everything to you, I was just thinking I'm gonna start it a little later. And I sent you a wiki article link, so I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna
You want
just
the
start
wiki one
talking.
first?
Yeah. So if you could put the wiki up first, and
Okay.
can you hear me if I'm like on another screen on my phone?
Are you on another screen on your phone?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
But
I wasn't sure how that worked.
I didn't get the wiki article. I only got the other
I
one. So if you
Okay, I just sent it to you like 2 minutes ago or something.
can you send it again? 'Cause I don't
Yeah,
have it.
yeah, I can. Real quick.
Hey guys, be sure to give this live a thumbs up. It helps us dance out into the algorithm party out there. Bring more people back to the party, and it's just a free way to help us out. Also, I have some exciting news while she's doing that. Shannon is going to open a YouTube channel called the Paraworld News, and we're going to be streaming stuff over there. And I'm going to be helping her through this YouTube opening a channel process. And I thought, it would be a good thing for me if any of my members, my dragonflies over on YouTube, if any of you are considering wanting to open a YouTube channel or start a podcast, that we could record the instruction sessions on like getting it started, and it could maybe help you in the the dragonflies. It'll be a whole series, and you can just go in, and if you wanted to ever wanted to start your own and wanted to know about it, it maybe could help you along the road. And if that's something you're interested in, let me know, because that's something we can do for you. Did you send it? I think I heard it come through.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get back to the screen.
Okay, so I'll just start talking.
Okay.
So the prophecy that I'm talking about today is one that I've seen a few times looking at other things on YouTube. So I mentioned it to Amy, and she said, "Why don't you do that?" And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So here goes. The 3 secrets of Fatima. So back in 1917, the Virgin Mary reportedly appeared to 3 young children who were shepherds. And she didn't just appear to them once, she visited them 6 times. And during those visits, she gave them prophecies, 3 secrets that she entrusted them with. And then they told 2 of them to the authorities, but they decided not to tell the 3rd one right away. And so one of the children, Lucia was her name, she became a nun, and at that time they talked her into telling them the 3rd secret because she was getting sick, and they were afraid that she was going to die and then not have revealed that 3rd secret. So they got her to write it down, and then they kind of just held on to it. So they wrote it down and sealed it in an envelope, not to be open until 1960, when it will appear clearer. Okay, so
1960?
yes, 1960.
Oh.
That's okay. So and there
Where
was
do you
one.
want me to be on this page? Am I like,
Oh,
do you want me to
sorry.
be scrolling or
It'll. Oh, I'm just
it doesn't
talking. I'm not
matter?
reading it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I just wanted you to have the link so that they know my source.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So one pope opened it, read it, said, I'm not going to tell anyone what this says. And then another pope, they were like, I'm not even going to read this. So then comes the beloved Pope John Paul III.
Yeah.
And he, he gets almost assassinated. And at that point, he decided that he would open it and look and see what happened. And then he closed it back up and did not exactly tell everything. But in 2000, he released the entire secret. And so go ahead. I'm going to say it started at 6 even.
Okay.
Yeah.
Under obedience to God, the Bishop of Leiria and the Blessed Mother wrote the following description of the third part of the secret revealed to her and her two sons on July 13th, 1917. I write in obedience to you, my God, who commands me to do so through His Excellency, the Bishop of Leiria, and through
I'm
your
sorry. I should say I was forgetting which segments were which when I was telling you, but I should have had you play this one early, so I apologize. This is what she actually wrote down. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
So are we at the right spot?
No, but this is telling what she initially wrote exactly. So it is important to read. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
in mine. After the two parts which I have already explained, at the left of Our Lady and a little above, we saw an angel with a flaming sword in his left hand, flashing. It gave out flames that looked as though they would set the world on fire, but they died out in contact with the splendor that Our Lady radiated toward him from her right hand. Pointing to the earth with his right hand, the angel cried out in a loud voice, "Penance, penance, penance." Other bishops, priests, men and women, religious, going up a steep mountain, at the top of which there was a big cross of rough-hewn trunks, as of a cork tree with a bark. Before reaching there, the Holy Father passed through a big city, half in ruins and half trembling with halting step. Afflicted with pain and sorrow, he prayed for the souls of the corpses he met on his way. Having reached the top of the mountain, on his knees at the foot of the big cross, he was killed by a group of soldiers who fired bullets and arrows at him, and in the same way there died one after another the other bishops, priests, men and religious women, and various lay people of different ranks and positions. Beneath the two arms of the cross there were two angels, each with a crystal aspersorium in his hand, in which they gathered up the blood of the martyrs, and with it sprinkled the souls that were making their way to God. The scenes Sister Lucia recounted are nothing short of intense and vividly descriptive. One can only imagine the impact on the three young visionaries as they received profound prophetic secrets of Fatima on that significant day. The words and visions bestowed by God and the Blessed Mother are not confined to the past.
We can stop right there and then go ahead to the next one. 810.
8.
Sorry.
The next one.
Yeah, the next one. Did it say 810? Oh, I guess that's. I guess it's right there. So keep going.
They resonate as a message for all of us. Sister Lucia's interpretation of the third secret, shared almost 4 decades later, in May 1982, in a letter to Pope John Paul II, sheds light on the symbolic nature of the revelation. In her words, she explains, The third part of the secret refers to Our Lady's words. If not, Russia will spread her errors throughout the world, causing wars and persecutions of the church. The good will be martyred, the Holy Father will have much to suffer, various nations will be annihilated. This interpretation frames the third secret as a symbolic revelation tied to a critical aspect of the message, the acceptance or rejection of the calls made within it. If my requests are heeded, Russia will be converted, and there will be peace. If not, she will spread her errors throughout the world. Finally, the long-anticipated revelation of the third secret of Fatima unfolded. The Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith highlights that Pope John Paul II's decision to make this secret public marks the conclusion of a historical period ruined by human lust for power and evil. Yet, it is also a period filled with the merciful love of God and the vigilant care of the Mother of Jesus and the Church. The narrative of Fatima underscores two fundamental pillars shaping human history: the action
Okay.
of God, the Lord of history,
Yeah.
and the code.
I don't want to go too long. So the first secret, which was revealed early, they say dealt with World War I. The second secret that was given, everyone is in agreement that it was about World War II. So this being the third secret, and it's talking about Russia, being very dominant and going after everyone. It had nothing to do with World War One. So
they were doing it in World War II as well, so it wouldn't be like that too as well. So yeah.
So
I mean, I think I've heard this. I didn't realize it was about Russia though.
Well, yeah, I mean, it specifically talks about Russia, so part of it has occurred because everyone feels that it talks about the martyr or the bishop going up to the cross and getting shot. They say that was Pope John Paul when he was almost assassinated. So this is the second half of the prophecy that everyone's saying now revolves around Russia. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Russia is scary. It's been, I don't know, growing up a Gen Xer, the fear of Russia has been put into all of us. So I don't know, to be honest, because I think that we're all a little jaded about Russia, but why? But Russia is doing these things. So it's I used to be terrified of Russia growing up. Like there was all those movies about like people trying to escape from Russia, and not being, I couldn't even wrap my mind around your country not letting you leave it. Like that was so hard for me to wrap my mind around and terrified me.
Yeah, one of my favorite Broadway musicals is the musical Chess, which is revolves around a Russian chess champion and an American chess champion, and in the midst of the musical, the Russian, while he's competing outside of Russia, escapes and goes to England for safe harbor. Mm-hmm.
Well, one of my favorite, I can't think of the name of the movie, but it was white something. It had Gregory Peck, the dancer, and it had the Russian ballet dancer in it too. That do you know the movie I'm talking about?
Oh, it rings a bell.
It was like dance and music, white. Let me see if I can see. It was movie in the 80s, I think. Dancer trying to escape from Russia. If anything comes up.
No. Oh.
White Knights.
Oh,
A defector, McCall Barishkinov. I can't.
ah,
And Gregory Hines, not Gregory Peck. And
oh yeah,
I
yeah.
was so in love with Gregory Hines after seeing him dance. I was like, oh. And McCall Barishkinov. I can't say his name either, but I thought he was super
Krishnikov,
sexy.
you got it. You got it,
Barishnikov.
Nikolai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just really loved the movie. I think it was one of those movies that showed over and over again on HBO, and so
Yeah.
I was one that I've seen a lot.
The same thing happened to me in Yentl. I watched
Oh,
that so many times.
yes. Yes, that was another one that got played a lot. Uh-huh.
That is one of my favorite movies now. Thank you, HBO.
Yes, HBO. My mom and stepdad would go out and they'd be like, get a pizza, and they're like, well, we have HBO. That was our babysitter TV.
Oh, jeez. So yeah, that is the third secret of Fatima.
Okay. Well, terrifying. I would say terrifying.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So the last one that we have is good old Nostradamus. I think everybody has heard of him, but in case you haven't, his name was Michael D. Nostradam. Usually just Nostradamus. He was a French astrologer, apothecary, physician, and reputed seer who is best known for his book, Les Prophecies, a collection of 942 poetic is it quatrains?
Quatrain.
Quatrains. Allegedly, that sounds so French too. I love that. Allegedly predicting future events. And he was born in 1503 and died in 1566, 62 years old. I mean, that's pretty old. People make people seem like way back then they were dying at, 30.
Right. Yeah. No, that he lived a good full life, it sounds like.
Yeah. But I was watching this show about all the people who have passed in 2024, all the celebrities. But then I
Uh-huh.
went further and I watched it was all the celebrities who had passed in 2024. And I was noticing that some of them, one of them lived to be 100 and a lot of them were in their 90s. And like people are living a lot longer than they used to.
Yeah, they are.
And that's like great, but also scary because who's taking care of all these people that are living to be that old?
Their children. Just kidding.
Well, hopefully. Okay, anyway, getting back to Nostradamus. So just wanted to let you know who he was. And so he has 5 predictions for 2024. Do you want to read these, Shannon?
Yeah, I sure can.
Okay.
I love Nostradamus stuff. If I'm like scrolling looking for something to watch and I find a documentary on Nostradamus, I'm watching it. And
Me too.
it's gotten to the point where I think I've watched them all. So I've kind of like tapered off on watching them because it's like make more and then I'll watch more. But
I actually
yeah.
haven't been watching them lately, so now that you're saying that, I think I could probably get into some new ones that are out there.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So decoding Nostradamus' 5 predictions for 2024. 1. Rise of the Machines, the 2024 AI revolt. In the year 2024, the prophecies of Nostradamus take a striking turn towards the realm of artificial intelligence. This is the year marked by what is cryptically referred to as the rebellion of the metal minds. A technological revolt, unlike anything humanity has ever witnessed, emerges as a central theme of this prophecy. Envisioned as a global phenomenon, this uprising signifies a paradigm shift in the relationship between humans and their creations. The machines, once seen as mere tools and servants, begin to exhibit a form of consciousness or autonomy. This unexpected development in AI behavior sparks widespread disruption and challenges the very foundation of societal norms and ethics. The prophecy suggests a period of intense struggle as humanity grapples with the consequences of its own advancements. Industries, economies, and governmental structures face unprecedented challenges as they strive to adapt to this new reality. Okay, so here it is. Should I say it like in the documentaries, Amy?
Yes,
Okay.
do it.
All right. All right. In a fire's grip, man's craft shall rise. A metal fury, skies it defies. Rebellion spark, a battle untold. Twixt creator and creation, future unfolds.
Ooh, very good.
These lines symbolize the fiery birth of a new era where the creations of man rise against their makers. The metal fury references the surge of AI, transcending its intended boundaries, while skies it defies hints at the limitless potential and possibly even dangers of this rebellion. The quatrain concludes with a dramatic portrayal of the ensuing conflict, a battle not just of force, but of ideologies and ethics, as humanity faces the unforeseen consequences of its technological prowess. The future unfolds in an uncharted territory where the lines between creator and creation blur, setting the stage for a profound transformation of the world as we know it.
I believe this one. I believe this one. But I
Yeah,
will say this, AI has really helped me with my show. It really has. And I feel like if used properly, but I mean, you can't count on anyone and everyone to use things properly. But if used properly, it could help us so much, but it's terrifying.
yeah, I'm a big Doctor Who fan, and so like one of his villains that recur over and over again. I guess that's the definition of recur. Anyhow, our frequent recurrences are the Cybermen, and so
Uh,
yeah, they're half. Oh well, these are half man, half robots, not
uh-huh.
just AI, but still, that's it creeps me out.
Whoever I find next, I really hope they want to do sci-fi because sci-fi I love watching sci-fi, but I don't like watching it alone. It's like one of those things, there's like some genres that I just like to watch with other people, and
Yeah.
sci-fi is one of them. And I wanted to get into Doctor Who, and I tried to get into Doctor Who, but I was like, I just need somebody here with me. Maybe I don't know, maybe it's because I'm not smart enough with like I need like other people. I just sometimes I need to be explained in sci-fi like what's going on because I think maybe because sometimes it moves fast. And
It does.
so
Yeah.
yeah, and it's just one of those ones that I feel like I need a team effort, but I really enjoy it. But so
hmm
anyway, just as a side note with
Well, and I
that.
think too a lot of the terminology and just stuff is just canon. So if you haven't watched any of the older ones, you might not understand what's going on because you don't know what they're talking about. They're talking about something that happened long ago.
Yeah, that's true too. But I did try to like go like I looked up like what was the best season and then I started to try to do the first season and then I was going to hop to the best season, but I couldn't even get through the first season. Um
Mm.
I don't know, it's just one of those ones where I just enjoy talking to somebody while I'm watching it. There's just some things that I like watching, co-watching, and that's one of those things. And so I was like, hopefully whoever I meet next will want to watch this kind of stuff. And then I just moved on.
Were
I'm
you
watching
were
Yellow
you watch
Jackets.
Were you watching the black and white ones, or were you watching the very first of the new generation? That-
The very first of the new generations. I probably
Okay.
should have went back to the black and white ones, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, it just depends. They're hard to find. But someone told me that like every one of the old ones is on YouTube. So if you Google the watching order, then you can just find them on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't. I haven't watched any of the black and white ones.
Oh, you
Um,
haven't?
no. I started with the new generation too. And I was confused for the first few episodes, but eventually
Oh, it gets
it
better then? Oh, okay.
yes, just keep watching it.
Maybe that's what it is. Like some things, like I have to like really get into it. Like when I watched The Leftovers, did you watch The Leftovers?
The Leftovers, no.
When I watched The Leftovers, I tried watching the first episode like 3 times and I just couldn't do it. And then when I finally got past the first episode and went into the second and the third, it's like one of my favorite shows now. So
Well, that's awesome.
it's sci-fi. It's like it's it's really good. I think you would like it. So you should like kind of look into it. But
I
it's
will.
about like family members, certain family members are just taken. They just vanish one day. And then it's just people trying to deal with that.
Weird.
Yeah, it's
So like
really good.
Thanos snapped his fingers.
Yeah, it's just like one of my most favorite shows. Like I watched it for the first time probably like 4 or 5 months ago and I'm just like giving it a little cuz I want to watch it again. But I like to like put some time in between before I watch something again. And I
Hmm.
like to rewatch things anyway. And my therapist told me the reason I like to rewatch things is because I know what's gonna happen, and for my post-traumatic stress, it kinda helps, like, me manage,
Oh,
like, knowing what's gonna happen, you know? But it's
that
still entertaining because I won't remember everything that's gonna happen.
yeah. Well, they say that you always, it's like you learn something a little bit new every time you
Yeah.
watch something.
Okay, so
Oh,
let's move on
okay.
to number 2, The Dreamer's Plague.
Okay. The Dreamer's Plague. As the second prophecy of 2024 unfolds, Nostradamus presents a mystifying scenario, the Dreamer's Plague. This part of his vision speaks of a global affliction, but unlike any traditional disease, it's a plague that targets the mind and spirit, inducing a deep, unrelenting slumber across populations. This phenomenon transcends the boundaries of a mere medical condition. Those affected find themselves trapped in an endless cycle of sleep, unable to fully awaken. This epidemic of sleep disrupts the very fabric of society, as individuals from all walks of life succumb to this overpowering need for rest. In Dragon's Grip, a slumberous haze, world's weary eyes in a dreamy daze. Reality and dreams, a dance untold. Secrets of slumber in sleep's stronghold. The quatrain poetically captures the essence of this plague. Dragon's grip metaphor. Oh, hi, Amy.
Oops, sorry. 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 I tried to move it around and it didn't work. Sorry.
That's okay. Dragon's grip metaphorically relates to the overwhelming and pervasive nature of this phenomenon, with the dragon being a symbol of power and mystery. The slumbering haze envelops the world, plunging it into a state where the lines between waking life and dreams start to blur. As
I feel like
reality
this
and dream, yeah, I feel like I'm going through this today.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, I feel like I'm high. but I'm
Yeah.
not. I have not, partaken today yet.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I mean, I think we went through this whole stage of humanity where, like, I remember my mom, like, no, UFOs don't exist. No, there is no Bigfoot. No, there is not any ghosts. No, animals don't have feelings and emotions. And it's all not true. It's all coming true. So, how do you know what's real and what's not? Everything's blurring. That's how I
right.
feel about it. So, yeah.
Oh, so you're thinking metaphorically as in knowledge.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, huh. Yeah. Well, then I
Maybe.
need to figure out why I feel like I'm high.
Well, I mean, it can make you feel like, is this really happening? Is this, like, I don't know. I think, like, as we realize that the world is not set up this way, lines are blurring, and also, um, what is popular right now is superhero stuff. And so with growing up as a kid, I don't know, the crazy stuff we did with superhero stuff, and it wasn't everywhere like it is now, right? So, I mean, are their lines being blurred? I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah. No, you have a very good point there. Well, let's see. As
Okay.
reality and dreams intertwine, the prophecy suggests a deeper, perhaps even metaphysical implication. It's not just a physical ailment, but a shift in the very perception of reality. Ah, there you go. People are
Yeah.
not just sleeping, they're journeying into unexplored realms of their consciousness, perhaps revealing secrets about the human psyche that were previously hidden. This
It's
part of no,
true. It's all
yeah,
true.
yeah, I agree. This part of Nostradamus' predictions for 2024 invites a contemplation of the boundaries between conscious and the subconscious, purging a deeper understanding of the mysteries of the human mind. The Dreamer's Plague serves as a metaphor for a transformative experience that compels humanity to look behind the tangible world and explore the depths of the inner self.
And I think if we can get through this and figure out that our minds are so much more than we realize, like, we can do so much more with our minds than we know. Wow. Yeah, wow. It's exciting to me, but it's also scary.
It is scary because there are people that are going to use that for bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's why the people that know that it needs to be kept for the good will always, because there's always going to be this battle between good and bad, because that's just how the world, it's just how it's set up. We're set up for the yin and the yang, and so there's always going to be this constant whatever, and that's just what it is. That,
Hmm.
like, once you learn that that's just what life is, it's just what it is. And you learn to find the good and the bad, and realize that even there's even bad and good, like there's bad and good, and so
Yeah.
it's just what it is.
Hmm. I agree.
But yeah. Okay.
All right. So you want me to go on to number 3, the serpent's strife.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the third prophecy for 2024, termed the serpent's strife, delves into the geopolitical arena, portraying a tumultuous period shaped by the actions of a powerful leader. This figure, likened to a serpent, embodies the characteristics of the dragon year: power, unpredictability, and potential for both creation and destruction. This leader, emerging under the dragon's sign, becomes a catalyst for global tensions. His decisions and actions resonate with the historical pattern of dragon years being years of upheaval and significant change. The prophecy suggests that this leader's influence extends for far beyond his immediate realm, affecting the entire world stage.
I'm trying to think of who do you think this is leading up to? Before we go on, just make a guess. Like
I,
who
I
who
don't
is this?
wanna.
You don't want to? Okay, you
I
don't
don't
have to.
wanna. No, I mean,
I
I'm
mean,
going to go out on a limb and say that I can only hope this represents Putin
I'm gonna
because,
say Putin or Trump. It's one of the two.
well,
Putin or
because if it's not Putin, then it would be him, and I don't
yeah,
want it to be him. I don't want it to be him. Okay,
I
I
don't
thought we
either.
were.
But obviously, in talking about this, maybe somebody like he's had two pew pew attempts. And
Supposedly.
yeah, suppose that's true too. I don't even know if I believe these things, but then I was thinking like that boy was unalived, so that happened.
Yeah,
So,
true.
but when that first happened, I even to my mind before when I didn't see that, I didn't know that he had been alive. I thought like, is this like true? So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
And it's hard with uh talking about political matters, and here we talk about whatever you want to talk about. If you are into Trump, then you're into Trump, and if you can express it in a respectful way, then I am here to listen, right? And I want the channel to be about people that are willing to listen to other people and explore things, even if you're like deeply against something. If somebody is for it, be open to hearing why they're for it, and just making sure that in response you do how you feel, respectful. And then it's okay, you guys, it's okay to like disagree with somebody and you can still remain friends with them. It's amazing. It's okay.
all right. And you know what? I don't even feel comfortable doing this in the funny voice because it's too
Yeah.
scary.
Uh-huh.
So in the dragon's shadow, a tempest wakes. A leader's ambition, the world it shakes. From north to south, the tension song in the dragon's dance, right and wrong. These lines poetically capture the essence of this period of strife. In the Dragon's Shadow suggests that the events of this year are heavily influenced by the characteristics associated with the dragon in the Chinese zodiac: charisma, dominance, and a propensity for dramatic change. A tempest wakes implies the emergence of conflict and disorder. The quatrain continues to describe how this leader's ambition becomes a source of global instability. His actions, marked by a blend of courage and recklessness, send ripples across nations, stirring tensions from north to south. This metaphorical language suggests a wide reaching impact, possibly involving multiple nations and causing a reevaluation of alliances and strategies. The tension song conveys the ongoing state of unease and conflict, while in the dragon's dance, right and wrong hints at the moral and ethical dilemmas that will arise. This line suggests that the events of this year will challenge conventional understandings of morality and leadership, possibly leading to new interpretations and alignments in the global political landscape. Overall, the Serpent's Strife is a prediction of a year marked by significant geopolitical shifts driven by a charismatic yet unpredictable leader, echoing the complex and multifaceted nature of the dragon year.
And Trump really isn't a leader anymore. So I think
No,
it's, but is Putin, would you consider him like, do people like him? Do they follow him? Is he, don't people pretty much think he's crazy? Like, would people follow
I,
him?
you know, I think that they're afraid of him. I think the Russians are afraid of him.
Well, definitely, but our like the world leaders, would anyone be like, yes, he is somebody well, what am I
No,
saying?
no.
Is
I
Trump
think
said, yes, he's somebody. Trump hooked up with him. Like Trump was like, hey, that's my boy. So I mean, what am I saying? Yes, I guess he is somebody that people do.
I think the majority of sane NATO members are afraid of him. I would
Yeah.
think. Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, that third prophecy is there any way? Do you think that could maybe just be referring to 2020?
Maybe because it seemed like if it was for 2020, it would fit it perfect. But
Or
like,
or maybe
okay,
his
so
first.
2024 isn't over. He could be voted back into office. I mean,
I,
it's not over. I in my heart don't think that's because like when he was voted into office, I knew it was going to happen. Like that fall, I remember standing outside talking to some people. It was a lawyer and a friend, and I was like, I'm terrified, and they're like, oh no, he's not going to be elected. I'm like, no, I I felt it. I was like, no, it's going to happen. But I am super excited because I feel like we're going to have the first woman. But here's the thing, I think that politicians are scummy. I don't for 1 minute don't believe that she doesn't have some scumminess to her. So I just think that like I don't trust our politicians, but you have to decide like who's the lesser of the two evils in the situation, and you can't throw away your vote, because if you do that, then you're not really voting at all.
Right, yeah, if you throw away your vote, it's a vote for the red party. I
Yeah.
don't even want to say his name.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's
Why
okay. You
is
could
it
say it. I just don't want to say it.
you don't want to say it? Are you afraid like people want to come after you for saying it?
No, it's just that distasteful coming out of my mouth.
Oh. A Little Twisted said they heard China was collapsing. I've heard that too. Or I thought it was Japan, but I guess it's China. And then they said Putin is a brilliant man. He's brilliant, crazy.
Mm,
Doesn't mean I don't like him. I mean, somehow he is still in office, and he's been in office for a really long time. So
hmm
yeah, there's got to be some. Oh gosh, our top world leaders just are terrifying, in my opinion. It's just to the level of how the terrifyingness of them. And it's
Except
terrifyingness of what
Justin Trudeau.
Justin
Just
Trudeau. Who's that?
Justin Trudeau. He's the Prime Minister of Canada, and
Hmm.
he is the sexiest example of Canadian hospitality and kindness that you can think of.
Oh,
I
hey
like him.
Tony.
Ah,
I'm very curious. I see Tony and Cat's Life and Heavenly, Chrissy, A Little Twisted. They're all talking in chat. Thank you guys, and thank you for giving this live a thumbs up. And we're coming to you on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch today. And I see that we have some people over on Facebook giving us love. So thank you so much. And a special shout out to our replay crew. We love you. So now I want to go to Canada for some hospitality.
right. No, you do. You
That
have
must
to.
have been why Harry and Meghan wanted to move to Canada, huh? Bunch of
Oh,
hospitality. They got
maybe.
treated
Yeah.
like really well in Canada.
I mean, would you want to move to America? Like, around this time period right now. Really,
No, I'm thinking like, where can I move to? Like, how do I get out of the United States by 2030? So that's actually in
exactly.
my mind. Like, how do I get out of here by 2030? And where do I want to go? So I'm starting to kind of like let political and world stuff back in, because when I was really depressed and sad, I had to just like tune it out. It had to go, because I couldn't like worry about that and worry about getting myself together too. And now that I feel
Hmm.
like I'm finally like getting back I'm putting myself back together piece by piece. Like, this is one of the pieces that I'm bringing back in, because I think it's important to be aware of what's going on, because you
Yeah.
can't some people are like, "Oh, it's just slow. I'm so spiritual. I'm not going to vote." And it's like, but how I just can I don't think and I've thought about this a lot. Do you think it's our generation where we grew up, because everybody I know votes and is very like very uh their vote is very important to them.
Yeah.
But I noticed like the younger generation, it's not so important.
Well, and now that I agree that used to be the way, but apparently, after Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala, um, the voter registration sites online have been blowing up.
Yes, I have heard that. I've heard that it's the women and the um young people that are going to win the election for
Mhm.
Kamala. And I agree with that. I
Yeah.
agree. And I think it's going to be the African American and the well, just and the person of color vote as well, because this is big. I'm
Hmm.
excited. I can't hide it, you guys. I'm excited. I don't care if like, I'm excited. So I didn't think I was starting to think like maybe this was never gonna happen in my lifetime. And so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, girl, you think you're excited. I'm currently sitting here in my brand new Kamala Zoo 2024 t-shirt because I live in a town that's called Kalamazoo, and so we yes, so the residents of Kalamazoo have unofficially renamed ourselves Kamala Zoo.
Are you in that Facebook group, the Michigan Women for Kamala? A lot of my my college friend invited me, and a lot of us are in there. I'll invite you if you're not.
I am. I'm in like
You are.
three different
Oh,
Kamala
okay.
groups on Facebook,
For
including a,
Michigan Kamala?
Michigan Yep, Michigan
I think it's like a
Kamala.
Florida one too, of women,
Um,
Florida women.
we have let's see,
Hi, a little
Notorious.
twisted.
What?
A little twisted was heading out, so I said bye,
Oh,
little twisted.
oh, okay.
Sorry.
I think one of them I'm in is Notorious Nasty Women of Michigan. Because we were called nasty. Anyhow, and then the
The
Kamala
cat,
Zoo. I'm in the
Kamala.
Kamala Zoo. Yeah.
I
So
love that one, Kamala Zoo.
I know I have a bumper sticker too. And
I'm so
I have a
excited. Okay, let's get back to this. We gotta get back to this.
yeah, yeah,
We're
okay.
losing the audience. Okay, so
The
number 4.
the Phoenix Rise. The fourth prophecy, the Phoenix Rise, symbolically represents the resurgence of a prominent political figure in 2024, akin to the mythical phoenix rising from its ashes. This prediction points to a tumultuous but transformative comeback in the political arena, marked by controversy, division, and a potential reshaping of the political landscape. The figure in question, once a central figure in the political world, re-emerges in a climate. For Christ's sake, re-emerges in a climax of chaos and division. His return is both unexpected and dramatic. Okay, well maybe maybe, I mean, because Trump's return, yes, dramatic, was expected because he never stopped campaigning. But let me continue. Mirroring
Well,
the
let's
mythical.
because if he's
Mhm,
this one, I don't think he's the other one. So this would be good if he was the Phoenix. Well, I don't know. Let's see what this says.
yeah. His return is both unexpected and dramatic. Yeah, dramatic. Mirroring the mythical phoenix's ability to regenerate and be reborn from its own demise. This
I'm not
event
a fan.
triggers.
He's that there. I don't. I would never call Trump a Phoenix either. So,
No, no. He's like phoenixes are, they're glorious creatures. And when
yeah.
they're reborn, it's a beautiful thing. He's more like something we can't get to go away,
I thought it was so
like
interesting
mold.
that like he dyed his hair for the
Debate.
thing. Yeah, debate, and it was so obvious that his hair was dyed to me. It was ashy.
Mm. Okay. Um, this event triggers a profound and polarizing response across the populace. In
I
the
thought he looked
shadowy.
really old too. It made him look old, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. I
Sorry.
mean, no, you're fine. ah, yeah. I mean, compared to Kamala, you
Yeah, it
know.
must be because she's so young and vibrant looking that it
Mhm.
makes it does and it's just 20 what, is he in the 70s and she's in her 60s? It's amazing.
It is amazing. All right, here we go. In the shadowy guise reborn, chaos stirs a world forlorn. Division, strife, and tumultuous dance. Only the valiant may seize a chance. I don't like that. No, I don't
Yeah.
like that at all. The quatrain encapsulates the essence of this prophecy, and the shadowy guise reborn suggests a return that is shrouded in controversy and ambiguity, with the figure's intentions and capabilities being a matter of intense debate and speculation. The phrase chaos stirs a world forlorn indicates the turbulent conditions under which this comeback occurs, reflecting a period of uncertainty and
This
instability.
is him
As
for sure.
yeah, as the figure reasserts himself on the political stage, his presence amplifies existing divisions and stirs new conflicts, as indicated by division, strife, and tumultuous dance. The line, only the valiant may seize a chance, implies that this period, despite its challenges, may also present opportunities for bold and decisive leadership, potentially leading to significant changes in the political order. This
See,
prediction,
that's like
therefore,
one of the second time that they've said like this could lead to significant changes in the political order, which needs
right,
to happen.
right. Okay, so this prediction, therefore, speaks not just of the return of a political figure, but to the broader themes of renewal, resilience, and the enduring nature of power. It underscores this cyclical nature of political fortunes and the unpredictable twists that can occur in the theater of politics. The phoenix's rise is a metaphor for rebirth and transformation in the political realm, symbolizing a period where old dynamics are challenged and new paradigms can emerge. So, I'm this can be interpreted very exciting,
Yeah,
because we have this re-emerging political figure, and it doesn't necessarily say that that re-emerging political figure actually takes office,
no. Mm-mm. It just
but
says
it
it causes these things and
yeah,
it causes change, which I
change
mean,
and
a lot of
rebirth.
times, like, a lot of good things come out of bad things.
Hmm.
That's the only way you can make bad into like you just and that sucks.
Yeah.
And it really sucks too that it's talking about like there's gonna be collapse of some societies. Like that's
Mm,
terrifying.
that is terrifying. Yes. Oh, there's more. Is
There's
this the
one
last
more.
one or is there more?
Yep,
Oh, okay.
this is the last one.
Okay. Ooh. In the fifth prophecy, the digital gold rush, Nostradamus envisions a significant shift in the global financial paradigm, marked by the rise of decentralized digital currencies. This transformation indicates a movement away from traditional monetary systems driven by a quest for financial autonomy and security. But I mean, digital currencies, I mean, they've been around for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know. The essence of this prophecy lies in the collective shift in trust and value from conventional currencies to digital assets. These new forms of currency, born from the realm of cryptography and blockchain technology, offer an alternative that challenges the established financial order. So here we go. The copies of gold and silver inflated, which after the theft were thrown into the lake. At the discovery that all is exhausted and dissipated by the debt, all scripts and bonds will be wiped out.
Oh,
That is kind of scary.
that's really scary.
So, is that saying that there'll be no more physical
Sounds like it.
monies?
I
Are
do
we,
know, like, there's, I don't I don't go to the fast food places anymore, but, like, a year ago, um, there was a Wendy's that only doesn't take any cash. It's only electronic, money that they take. So, it is happening.
weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I hardly ever have actual cash on me just when I'm going to the weed store. Um,
Mhm. Yeah,
because
that's how I've gotta get it out for that, and
Mhm.
yeah.
But and to give the kid next door mows my lawn for $20. So yeah, I
Yeah.
go get him
I try to
20.
keep, like, a little bit of money on me just for, like, $20 just so in case I ever need it, but yeah, I only get it out for the watering the lawn stuff, and, yeah.
The weed store.
Yeah, the weed store.
All right. This quatrain subtly captures the downfall of traditional financial systems and the emergence of digital assets. The copies of gold and silver inflated can be interpreted as the diminishing value and trust in traditional currency forms, leading to their metaphorical discord, thrown into the lake. The digital gold
Oops.
rush symbolizes a significant shift in how value is perceived and transactions are conducted. It highlights a future where decentralized digital assets play a critical role in the global economy, offering a counterpoint to traditional banking systems and redefining the concept of wealth. This prophecy points to a period of adaptation and change as societies and governments navigate the complexities of integrating these new financial technologies into the existing economic framework. Oh, preparing for 2024. Why we shouldn't take Nostradamus's predictions seriously. Nostradamus's predictions continue to captivate and intrigue, but a closer look reveals why caution and skepticism are warranted as we assess his prophecies for 2024 and beyond.
So we're just gonna, like, kinda hit them fast, so just, like, hit the main points. If you can you do that? What can you do that while you're reading, or do you need me to do it?
I can do it. Okay.
Okay.
So, lack of specificity. His poems are very ambiguous. They're known for it. It makes it impossible to discern precise details or timelines. Bam.
Mhm.
Post-diction versus prediction. Can you scroll down a little bit, please?
Scroll down.
I mean, scroll. Okay, there we go. All right, stop.
Sorry. Stop.
Okay, this is saying that his predictions are actually post-diction. And so, okay, so instead of forecasting future events, they were attributed after they occurred. So it's that's but isn't that normal?
Yeah, I
I
think it
mean, isn't
is.
I mean, you don't know what's going to happen, and because of the vagaries, you're going to meet a handsome stranger, um, and then I don't know, I guess maybe as opposed to meeting a handsome stranger, going, oh, this is it, I'm meeting a handsome stranger, or after you've been dating for a month, oh yeah, that's right, they said I was going to meet a handsome stranger. I don't know.
Well, I also
Okay.
wondered, did Nostradamus did he say in 2024 this is going to happen? Like that question that you asked me about the Baba Vega?
No,
I don't know.
no.
So it's just probably general,
Yeah,
like this is happening in 2024. So
yeah, absolutely. Nostradamus's writings are susceptible to the Barnum effect, a psychological phenomenon in which people perceive vague or general statements as personally meaningful. Kind of like
mm,
how people are apt to see faces in things, images.
yes, uh-huh.
hmm Okay, Nostradamus wrote during a time of political and religious upheaval in Europe. So, his verses frequently allude to contemporary events and figures. So he's making comparisons, um, basically, to what's going to happen based on what was happening in his time by talking about contemporary events and figures. And so it's
Mhm,
difficult to translate. And
mm,
it says he just has a bunch of failed predictions.
yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, with all of this, it's fun to read and be like, "Oh yeah, that's happening and that's not happening." But you always have to remember that things can change, predictions can be applied to like your toe being stubbed. You could be like, "Yes, Nostradamus." You could probably find it somewhere somehow. Um so you just have to like take things with I guess I think we need to all learn how to follow our guts again.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I found this as we're wrapping it up. I did want to show you a few quick things. Nostradamus predictions for the people with an M on your palm already coming true. Do you have an M on your palm? I do.
I don't see one on my right hand. Um, if I squint really hard, I might see one on my left hand.
Well, it just talks about there's an well, let's look at it really quick.
Okay.
Rediscovered only by those who are truly attuned, speaks of individuals who possess a rare and powerful mark, the letter M, on their hands.
Oh,
This is not a mere random collection of lines, but a symbol of a hidden destiny, guarded for ages and foretold by mystical prophets. Nostradamus predicted that those marked with the letter M would experience their prophecies unfold, and that time has come. The question is, do you have the letter M on your palm? If so, write in the comments, I have the letter M on my palm, so that I know if, like me,
Write in our comments if you have the letter M on your palm because I have it and Shannon says she has a faint one. So let's see
oh.
what it says. Like me.
Well, now that
you
I know what
too
I'm
are one
looking
of the chosen.
for, yes, I
Uh-huh.
have letter M's, and I mean, it. Yeah, I mean they're the main lines. I see what you mean now, and I do
Yeah.
have them, and I can't help but wonder if everyone has them.
Yeah, I'm wondering too because mine's huge. Like we
Yeah.
all I don't but okay.
Today, I will unveil the hidden secrets behind
Let's
lines,
pop
but a
back
symbol
and
of a
it
hidden
shows
destiny.
the
Fools
lines
who
right
possess
here.
a rare and powerful mark, the letter M, on their
See?
hands.
Like does
This is
everyone
not
have that because it goes like this, right? Don't we all have this
Yeah, because that's like where your skin naturally folds when you're collapsing your hand into a fist.
Like who? I'm trying to think of who wouldn't have that guys.
Experience their prophecies unfold, and that time has come. The question is, do you have the letter M on your palm? If so, write in the comments, I have the letter M on my palm, so that I know if, like me, you too are one of the chosen. Today, I will unveil the hidden secrets behind Nostradamus's predictions for those with the letter M on their palms. Let's delve into the most discussed prophecies and what spiritual seers like Nostradamus have foretold for these individuals.
So it just basically saying that you're like a light worker, a visionary, somebody who's going to lead people out of the darkness. So yeah, I wanted to one final thing I wanted to show. Let's see if this is gonna work. Okay, so if you're interested in all of this, there is a documentary out on Baba Vega and Nostradamus, and I was gonna show. Let's look at their clip, and I will put the link in the description if you want to watch more on this. Oh, Krista has an A on her.
To untangle Nostradamus's twisted Book of Prophecy, I decided to cross-reference Nostradamus's Book of Prophecy with the Chinese prophecy and also with the Nostradamus of the Balkans, Baba Vanga. Baba Vanga was a normal girl till she was lifted by a tornado and lost her vision when she was a child. She then gave us predictions till her death at age 85 in 1996. It was said that her prophecies had a 85% hit rate. Before comparing her to Nostradamus, let's first take a look
It
at
does look like she's listing years here. Like
Yeah, it
20
does.
melting of polar ice, 2028 new energy source, maybe a controlled thermonuclear, humans win war against hunger, manned. 2025 people were said to leave Europe in 2014, did not happen, and she predicted Europe to still be mostly an empty shell in 2023. Oh yeah, that's right. She said that people were going to mass leave Europe. Forgot about
her prophecy.
Well, obviously they
To
didn't.
make sure you are not
Yeah.
totally bored, we will stop at year 2100. I have to say, Baba's predictions are a little bit rosier than Nostradamus's, as his are definitely scary. This is Ken Peters. Thank you for watching.
So if you are interested, I will put that link down. But I mean, I feel like maybe all you need to do is watch our live and get it all down because we covered quite a bit of it.
Well, how fun.
Yeah.
I have
And Chris
actually.
C was saying that she has an A on her hand, or her sister has an A, not an M. So,
Oh.
hey, Lotus Spider. Yeah.
Well,
So, what were you saying? Sorry, I think
oh,
I interrupted you.
that's fine. No, this is I really enjoyed tonight's show. Over the past week, I've been just kind of into the whole psychic, prediction kind of thing. Watching different shows on TV, and so this kind of really fed into that for me.
Yeah, I thought it would be fun, like, in December to go into what they're predicting for 2025, but I thought, like, September would be the perfect month to go into seeing, like, what's happening or the predictions happening that they said for 2024, so.
That is perfect. Yes, it was a great idea, Amy.
And if you ever have any ideas, Shannon, please let me know. And if any of our listeners have anything that you want us to do, just email us at parawomenradio@gmail.com. And yeah, we can get something going. And also, we're going to have the Paraworld news coming. And yeah, I'm super excited about that. I'm so happy you want to do that.
Oh, me too. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because, I really, you and I met through the ghost hunting group that you ran. And it's just, that kind of thing has always been my passion. And, I love the direction we're going here with the true crime paranormal aspects. I just would like to also focus on, just paranormal in general.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
Yeah, I know. I know. And so I thought it would be perfect. And
yeah, yeah.
Paraworld News is your thing. And so, yeah, and we'll be streaming to both, and we'll be doing special ones over there. And it's just gonna, and I've also seen, Shannon, channels that are putting their music in with their stuff. So I mean, you can even like consider doing that, like just doing whatever, right? So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm really excited.
me too. Me too. This is going to be fun. I'm not sure what it's going to, start, but, it is in the works. So,
Yep. Yes, I'm going to plan it. I'm trying to get organized. I've been emailing people, asking them to come on the show for collaborations, and I'm starting to try to get something like moving, going, like so that we know what we're going to do each week. And I'm also going to do where I'm going to open it up to our members, and if they want to learn how to create their own channels, we'll let them see how to do it. And it'll just be something special that we can do for our dragonflies. And the Dragonfly is the membership program over on YouTube. It's $2.99 a month, and we release our videos early to them. They have special emojis. We do lives together. I send messages, just
cool.
stuff like that, little special things so that I can support them, they can support us. And yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Wow. I
Well, I'm
feel,
so happy.
yeah, I feel loved that we have that kind of support. That's
Yeah,
fantastic. Thanks,
it's
guys.
amazing. Okay, guys. So, Shannon, thank you for being here. Do you have
Yeah.
anything else? I don't wanna cut you off. Do you have anything else?
Well, no, I don't have anything else, for this particular show. No, I'm just super excited because we're getting close to
I know.
in 2 weeks. I'm gonna be cohabitating with my man.
Woo-hoo-hoo. I already thought you were for some reason. Oh, did the cat just come to cohabitate? The cat's there all the time now? Is that what
Yes,
happened?
yes.
Oh,
Yep,
okay,
we
gotcha.
moved the cat over early, so he could get to know me without the trauma of
Yeah, it's
the move.
nice. That's
And
smart.
Chad's been bringing stuff over. I mean, knowing that they're closing on the house on the 30th, like every time he comes over, he has a carload of stuff, and he's down to his last carload. So, yay!
Yeah, yay. Okay, well, sending love towards that move, and I'm so happy
Thank
it's,
you.
everything's rolling nicely along, and yay. Okay, Shannon,
Yay!
I'll see you next Sunday.
All right, sounds good, Amy. But
Okay,
goodbye,
bye.
and goodbye, everyone.
Bye, Shannon. Okay, guys. So, thank you for being here. Um, don't forget to give this live a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. Wednesday, we're going back to the Gypsy Rose case. She's been doing some shenanigans, so we got to do it. And hopefully, we're going to have some collaborations this week with some other true crime people. So be looking for that. Um, Hey guys, if nobody's told you this today, and even if they have, I'm going to tell you this again. I love you guys so, so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. I'm Amy.
Cavalier strumming his old guitar. rolling out into the fire. Never ask why my heart burned blue. Here in the haze where you inspire me. Here in the darkness I hear my cue. Time to find some solitude. Here where my soul bleeds openly, deep in the heart of sin and you. Here in the blue, I'm falling deep into you. Here in the blue, I'm dancing with you tonight, and it feels fine.